Hello, students. I'm Dr. Kritika, working as an assistant professor in St. Joseph Institute of Technology. And today we are going to look at the subject professional English. And in professional English, particularly, we are going to look at professional emails and letters. There are different types of formal letters and emails in your portion, and we will see one by one. Professional emails, complaint letter and emails, response to the complaint letter and emails, letter to the editor, it will be only in the letter format, and accident report that is also submitted as a letter format. First, we shall look at professional emails. The structure of professional email has, first you will be writing the email address from email address and to email address. And keep in mind the from, it means your email ID must be formal. It should not be something like coolguy@123gmail.com, and it should not be like that. Okay, it should be taken your name, and if your name is already taken by some other people, no, you can add your date of birth in that. And to address, you have to give the specific email ID there. And next, you'll be having the subject line. Subject line must not exceed one line. It should be a short item of the letter or an email that you're going to write. Okay. And next, it is greeting. You write dear sir or madam. If you know their position, you can mention dear hiring manager, or you can mention that position. And in the main content, there will be opening sentence, means you can add something like, I hope this email finds you well. Okay. And the main content, you have to state the purpose clearly. What is the purpose of writing this email? So you have to write it clearly there. And you have to give some background information of yourself and ask a question or make a request. No, you have a reason to write to somebody. For instance, you are writing for applying for a internship program. You'll be making a request, right? Then you'll be having a closing line. Means thank you for your time and consideration. Okay, I'll be waiting for your response and all. And finally, you'll be having your professional sign off, best regards, and your names and details you'll be giving there. This is the general format of your emails. Okay, so first you have, as I said, and one more thing to remember is you have to write emails in the box always. Okay, from address, no, from email address to email address. Next, you will be having your subject. No, you should not exceed one line. Okay, that should be short. And your greeting and your body of the email. Next, no, signing off, professional signing off. It is best regards, and names and details you have to give there. Okay. And now formal letters. Okay, formal letters usually have, no, from address, then you will be having the date and to address, and you will be writing the subject and salutation and main content of the letter and signing off, and you will be adding the address on the envelope. This is the usual format. Okay, and the general format for letters, and see, you will be having from. In from, you will be writing your details, and most importantly, in block method, you will be aligning everything in the left corner. Okay, so from, you won't be having any space in the next line. Straight to the from, you will be writing your name, your place, and your contact details and all. Okay, and keep in mind, there won't be any punctuation for from, date, and to. Only in the subject, no, you will be having the first punctuation. Okay. Next, you will be having salutation and the body paragraphs, and no, you will be writing yours sincerely, yours obediently, and all. So, children, if you don't know the spelling clearly of sincerely or obediently, kindly go with the yours faithfully, yours truly. You use that words. Okay. Next, you will be writing your name or signing there. And finally, you will be having the address on the envelope. Now, let us see professional emails. Okay. And the structure of the main content. The format is similar for everything. For if they ask you to write a email, if they ask you to write a letter, the format is the thing that I have shown you. Okay. But no, there will be similar main content, structure of the main content. Okay. You can use the main content there in email also and in your letter too. Okay. Now, opening sentence. See, first in your emails, you'll be having your opening sentence. No, I hope this email finds you well. And you have to state the purpose clearly. No, what is the purpose of writing? Okay. I am writing to inquire about the internship opportunities at your company. Okay. And you have to provide some background information while you're asking for it. Okay. See, provide a brief explanation of why you are asking and how you are connected to the particular topic. Okay. See, here I'm currently a student of St. Joseph Institute of Technology and I'm looking for an internship in a specific field. You have to mention it there. So, immediately you have to state the purpose clearly and provide some background information of yourself. And ask your question or make a request. Okay. You have to be clear of what you want or what you're going to ask for to the particular person. So you can write it like, could you please share information on how to apply for internships? Okay. In your company. Okay. You should be polite while writing a formal letter or an email. So I would appreciate any details you can provide. Okay. You will be adding everything in a polite manner. Okay. And formal emails and formal letters, you have to keep it very short. You need not to provide unnecessary details or information. Just stick to the particular thing what you want to ask for. Okay. Finally, you can write your closing line. Thank you for your time and consideration. And sometimes you can add, no, I'll be waiting for your positive response. Okay. You can add that also. See, for instance, no, here is an example. Write an email to the program officer, National Service Scheme, requesting him to arrange 5-day camp in your village. Okay. See, in from, you have to give your name. Here, for example, we have given XYZ. But no, in a professional setting, you will be writing your formal email there. And two, you'll be writing their email address. And in subject, see, it should be short and simple. See, request to organize a 5-day NSS camp in Rasipuram. Okay. Here, in dear sir, no, or madam, you can add. But when you know the position, see, write an email to the program officer. So you are writing here, dear program officer. Okay. I hope you are doing well. No, opening sentence. And I'm writing to request the arrangement of 5-day NSS camp in Rasipuram. Okay. Immediately after writing the opening sentence, you have to state the reason for writing it. Okay. So we state the reason here. And this camp will be beneficial in promoting cleanliness, health awareness, environmental protection, and social welfare activities among the residents. Okay. And see, the involvement of NSS volunteers will greatly help in community development and provide them with valuable hands-on experience in social service. We would appreciate your guidance on organizing the camp and any necessary procedures. Okay. Finally, the closing line here. Looking forward to your response. Okay. Next, you will be having your professional signing off. That is best regards and your details. Okay. This is how you write your professional emails. See, I have given you certain exercises. Okay. Write an email to a hotel requesting information about room availability for a conference. Okay. So this is also a professional email. You are requesting for a room availability in the near place. You are going to attend a professional conference somewhere and you are pre-booking the hotel room to stay there. Okay. So similarly, the second example also, you have to write an email to your department head requesting permission to attend a professional conference. So the reasons will be given in the question itself. You have to write first opening sentence as usual. I hope this email finds you well. Then immediately I'm writing to request permission to attend a professional conference. Okay, you can write it that way. And the next example is write an email to the admissions office of the university asking for information about the postgraduate programs. Here you will be having the reason for writing the letter immediately. And then you have to post some questions related to the particular question given here. Okay. And see, the third question is write an email to the HR department of the company requesting details about their recruitment process. Okay. You can put forth your questions or you can request them and ask where can I find the recruiting information, means dates of interviews and upcoming interviews, all that. Okay. Write an email to your professor asking for an extension on your assignment deadline. Okay. The reason given here, see, the reason. Okay. State the purpose clearly. The reason will always be in the question itself. You have to read the question properly and write it. Okay. Now, complaint email and letters. Okay. You have complaint email and letters. If in the question, if they mention it as complaint email, you will be following the general email format. Okay. If they ask you to write a letter, you will be following the general letter format. Okay. That is the difference here. But the main content will be similar for this complaint letter and response letter. Okay. Do you get it? Next, see, complaint letters and emails. The structure of the main content goes this way. First, introduction. In introduction, you're stating the reason for writing the particular letter. See, for example, see, I am writing to formally express my dissatisfaction with a smartphone model XYZ that I purchased from your website on February 15, 2025. Okay. Here you have to mention all the order number also. Details. When did you get it? And what is the order number? When did you find it dissatisfied? All that. See, in introduction, you state the reason for writing and you have to provide the details of the complaint. Explain the issue with facts, dates, and reference numbers. No, once if you receive a laptop, okay, you will be having all the proofs, no, when in which date you purchased it, and you will be having the bill and all. Okay, you have to provide all the details clearly in the mail, state in the mail or the letter. Okay. Next, no, impact of the problem. Okay, describe how it has affected you. So, see, unfortunately, the phone has several technical issues, including battery overheating and frequent automatic shutdowns, which make it unusable. Okay, despite following the troubleshooting steps mentioned in the user manual, the issue persists. As the product is still under warranty, I kindly request a replacement or a full refund. See, after you describe the problem, you can go for the desired solution. Okay, you can specify whether you expect a refund, replacement, or an apology. Okay, and finally, you can close. Express hope for resolution and provide contact details. See here, they have asked for either replacement or a full refund. As the product is still under warranty, I kindly request a replacement or a full refund. And you have to mention that you have attached the copies of the purchase receipt and warranty details for your reference. And finally, see, I would appreciate your prompt response and find resolution at the earliest. So this is the thing. No, polite closing. You express hope for a resolution and provide your contact details there. They'll be having your mail ID. You can add your phone number for further clarification. And you add looking forward for your response. And best regards and your name there. The same thing, the same question. Okay. If you write it as a letter, you will be writing this way: from and name, your address, no, your email or phone number. Okay, date. Next to customer service manager. See, every in the letter, each and every aspect is left aligned, and there is no comma here in from and no comma in to. Okay, addresses. See, subject, similar thing. You can use the similar structure of the main content. Okay, if they ask you to write an email, you follow the email format. In the main content, you write the same. Okay, if they ask you to write a letter, you follow the general format of the letter. In main content, you write the same. See, I'm writing to formally complain about a defective laptop, no model that I purchased from your website on the date. Okay. Within few days of use, I noticed that laptop frequently freezes, overheats, and has a battery that drains within an hour. Okay. Making it impossible to work efficiently. See, I have already contacted your customer support team and followed all the troubleshooting steps suggested. However, the problem persists. Given that the product is under warranty, I request either a replacement unit or a full refund. And I have attached the copies of my purchase receipt and warranty details for your reference. So here you expect a favorable response. Okay. You add the address on the envelope also here. Okay. Do you get it? You can write the same main content. No, same thing. First, you are going to state the reason for writing it. What is the problem? No, and how that problem affected you and all. And you expect a desired solution and polite closing. These aspects must be in the letter and the email's main content. Okay. See, example one, assume that you have ordered a refrigerator online and it was delivered in a damaged conditions. Write a letter of complaint to the manager with suitable information. So they have asked letter of complaint. So we have to write a letter from your address and date you will be writing, and then to address And subject, you will be writing it in one line. Okay. And next, you will be writing a salutation. Next, you will be stating the reason and defective, no, details of the defect and when did you purchase. All the details you will be adding. Okay. Next, you will be describing the problem and how the problem had affected you. Okay. And next, you will be attaching the proofs and all. And you will request for a prompt response from their end. Okay. And finally, you will be writing yours faithfully, something, your name and address on the envelope. Okay. Next, no, you bought a mobile phone recently and the battery drains very fast. Write a letter of complaint to the customer care with the proper evidence. Imagine, so we have another question here. Imagine you have purchased a printer recently and it is not printing clearly. Draft an email to the customer care seeking assistance to solve the problem. Okay, similarly, the defective products, no, you will be raising a complaint on it to the showroom or the which end you purchased online, or you'll be raising a complaint to the particular managers. Okay. And till now we have seen the complaint letters. Now we are going to look at the responding to a complaint letter or an email. Okay. Similarly, there is a structure here for the response letter. Okay. In the main content, first you are going to acknowledge the complaint. Now you are on the side of the manager. Okay. First, we were the customer, and assuming that you got a product defective and you complained it to the particular company or the manager. And now you act as a manager or the company head, sales team head. Okay. And you are going to answer for the complaint mail. Okay. First, you are going to acknowledge the complaint, recognize the issue. Okay. Next, apology. If applicable, you have to ask for an apology by understanding and show your regret. Okay. And next, you will be having investigation or the resolution. No, if any actions is already taken, you have to explain the steps taken to the particular customer, or you have to provide a resolution for the problem. Okay. And finally, and you have future assurance. Reassure the customer whether it can be solved, the problem can be solved, or full refund or replacement can be initiated. You have to provide assurance to the customer, and you have to provide the contact details of the particular position you have. Okay. And finally, closing, you thank your customer for their patience and feedback. Okay. For example, see, from here also we follow the same format. If they ask for the letter, you will be writing a letter. You will be following the letter format and writing the letter. And if they ask for a mail, you will be writing a mail to that particular address. Okay. Now from to and subject, apology and resolution for your complaint order number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Dear, no, they'll be mentioning their name in the complaint letter. In that, you have to mention the name. If the customer's name is not known, you can just write dear customer. Okay. Thank you for bringing this matter to our attention. So you are acknowledging the issue. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience caused by the defective smartphone. Okay. Model XYZ you received. Okay. First, you are acknowledging the problem, okay, and apologizing for the inconvenience caused. Okay, next, we have reviewed your complaint and verified that your purchase is covered under warranty. And as a resolution, we are pleased to offer you a replacement device which will be shipped within next 3 business days. So you have to provide a resolution, okay, or an explanation. Here, see, we have reviewed your complaint and verified your purchase is covered under warranty. As a resolution, we are pleased to replace the device, they tell you, which will be shipped. Alternatively, if you prefer a full refund, so if you want, you can take a replacement. Otherwise, if you want a full refund, please confirm it. We will initiate the process, they tell you. Okay. Next, we appreciate your passions and value as a customer. Please let us know if there is anything we can assist you with. Okay. Then you thank them and you can ask them to reach for further support. Okay. See, similarly, you will be having a response to the complaint letter. So from details, everything is left aligned. Next, you have date, then you have to address and subject as usual, and your customer name. So thank you for reaching us. So similar pattern is followed here as well in the letter. See, I have given you some of the examples here. You're working in the customer support department of an electronics company. A customer has complained that a new refrigerator is not functioning properly. Draft a reply email assuring immediate technical assistance. In for sometimes the electronics equipments like refrigerator, washing machine, no, there will be problems, and usually people send the technical assistance team to rectify it. Only if it is found defective, there will be having replacement or refund and all. Okay, so you have to write a email here. Okay, next, a customer has raised a complaint about receiving a damaged television set. Write a reply letter apologizing for the inconvenience and confirming the replacement process. See, damaged television set, that is literally visible, no? So it is, no, replacement process will be initiated, stating that you have to write a letter. And see, you are a part of the after sales service department. You have to, you are requested to write a response email to the customer who complained about the frequent breakdowns of a printer, ensuring prompt service and okay. So you have to be focused on the question. You have to read the question twice and write the answer. See, as a company representative, respond to a complaint regarding the leakage in a water purifier unit. Okay. Write an email to assure the customer of immediate corrective action. Okay. Now you have, in this place, you have to write an email. Next, the fifth example. You are handling a customer grievances for a service provider. Draft a response letter to a customer who expressed dissatisfaction with the delay in the service response, assuring improved service and follow-up. Okay, these are the letters we are discussing in this part. Okay, first, no, we had the general format of the email, general format of the letter. No, in general format of the emails, what are the things you have to keep in mind is, no, your email ID should be formal. Okay, it should not be something like don12@gmail.com. It should be your name. If your name is already taken, you have to add your date of birth with your name. So you have to create a professional email ID first. No, while writing professional emails and letters, we have to follow certain etiquette. Okay. And next, your subject line should be short. And next, you'll be having your greeting. And next, you will be having your main content. In that, you will be having your opening line. You will be providing some background information. You will be stating the reason for writing the particular email. And then you will be asking questions. Okay. You'll be politely asking questions, looking for information. Okay. Then you can add no closing line, and sometimes you can add, we are looking forward for your response. Okay. And finally, you will be writing best regards and your details. Keep in mind, you have to write emails in the box always. Okay. And the general format of the letter is, you'll be writing from address, then you'll be having your dates, and to address. Till to address, you won't be having any punctuations. Okay. There is no comma, full stop and all. You'll be writing only in the left corner, from and your name, your details, date, to no to whom you're writing, to address. Okay. Next, you'll be having the subject. Subject, as usual, that should be short, and you'll be having salutation, dear sir or madam. And as usual, inside you will be writing opening sentence, the reason for writing the particular letter, and if you have provide some background information and ask information or questions needed, be polite when asking questions. And finally, you add a closing line. You will be having yours faithfully, your name, and finally address on the envelope. No, we have, in addition to it, we have seen the complaint letter and the response to the complaint letter. Okay. This should be also, no extra information must be avoided in professional letters. You will be hitting straight. Okay. In complaint emails, you'll be stating the reason for writing the letter, what is the problem. You'll be mentioning all the details. No, when did you buy the product, and what did you find a mistake in it, and you have to describe the problem and how the problem had affected you, and you have to request for a resolution, whether replacement or a refund. You can decide it. And next, you'll be having your details. You will be giving your details for contact, and finally, you will be looking forward for their response. Okay. And in response to the complaint letter, first you will be acknowledging the complaint raised by them and ask apology if it is needed. Next, no, you will be providing resolution, and you will be providing your contact details as well. And finally, you will be finishing it with the closing line. So keep in mind the general format of the letters and emails, and then read the question twice, and you can write the letter or an email. Okay. You get it, students? Thank you.